Hi, kindergarten friends. I have another fun story today. The title of our story is The Bundle of Sticks. It's based on a fable. A fable is a short story. Most of the time they have animals as characters. In this situation, there's no animals as characters, and there's always something to be learned. So as I'm reading, I want you to pay attention and think, what am I supposed to be learning? How can these school children help to make their community better? So we know that a community is a place where people live, work, and play together. Lancaster is a community. Long ago, on a cool fall day, it was harvest time in a village in Japan. Harvest is the time when farmers pick their vegetables, okay? The vegetables are ripe, they're ready to be picked. Mrs. Sato greeted her students. "Class," she said, "the harvest festival is in 1 week. We must decide how we will participate this year." Excited whispers filled the room. The whole class still talked about the mask parade from last year's festival. Mrs. Sato's class had made beautiful masks to wear in the parade. Hiro raised his hand. "I know what we should do," he said. "Let's make paper lanterns and float them on the river." Then Yuki spoke up. "Let's cook special dishes with plants from the harvest." Most students chimed in with their ideas, but nobody could agree on just the right one. Soon, everyone in the class began to quarrel. That means they were arguing. They couldn't decide. They couldn't agree. I wonder what's going to happen. I wonder what they're going to decide on. "Calm down, everyone," said Mrs. Sato. "All of you have good ideas, but we will never decide if we quarrel. We can work together to make the festival fun for our community. Let me show you something." Mrs. Sato left the room. She quickly returned with a bundle of sticks. The children looked at her curiously. Mrs. Sato always did surprising things. What would she do now? "Look at this bundle of sticks," she said. "Do you think one of you could break one stick from this bundle?" "Of course I could," said Hiro. "That would be easy." What about you, Yuki? Come up and try it." Yuki walked to the front of the room. Mrs. Sato took a single stick from the bundle and handed it to Yuki. "Do you think he's going to break it?" He broke it in half with a snap. "That was easy, wasn't it, Yuki?" Mrs. Sato asked. Yuki nodded, but everyone else was confused. They were mixed up. They didn't know what she was trying to tell them, trying to teach them. What was Mrs. Sato trying to tell them? So he broke one stick from the bundle. Wonder what she's going to ask somebody else to do. "Now," said Mrs. Sato, "I have another question for you. Do you think that one of you could break this entire bundle of sticks?" Hiro's hand popped up. "I think I could do it, Mrs. Sato," he said. "Okay, Hiro," said Mrs. Sato. "Come up here and try." "Do you think he can break the entire bundle of sticks?" "I don't know. It's pretty thick." Hiro was eager to show how strong he was. He walked proudly to the front of the room. Mrs. Sato handed him the bundle of sticks. Hiro pulled, he pushed, he twisted, but no matter how hard he tried, he could not break the bundle of sticks in half. Then, one by one, the rest of the children tried to break the bundle of sticks. Each child failed. Mrs. Sato smiled at the children. This is why people in a community must work together. And if you will remember at the beginning, I said a community is where a group of people live, work, and play together to make the community succeed. Alone, you are like one single stick, but together you are like a bundle of sticks. You cannot be broken. The children finally understood. They knew what they had to do. So in the beginning of the story, they didn't want to work together. One person suggested this, another person suggested this. They started quarreling, they started arguing. Now what do you think they're going to do? Working together, the children decided to make 2 projects for the festival. One group would make paper lanterns. The other group would write recipe ideas for harvest meals. Then Ken thought of an idea. We have to do something special with our bundle of sticks, he said. The class cheered in agreement. The group making lanterns used the sticks to build rafts so their lanterns could float. The group writing recipes decided to decorate their food table with leaves from the sticks. The children worked hard on their projects. Everyone smiled because there was nothing left to quarrel about. Mrs. Otto helped both groups. At the end of the day, she gathered the class together. I'm so proud of you, she said. Now that you are working together, your projects will improve the festival for the entire community. So that means improve means to make it better for the entire community. Now, let's go back to card 1. Who are the people in this picture? Yes, they are children, students in a class. And what are they doing? Okay, they're thinking of ideas for the festival. And then what happens? They start to quarrel, right? They can't agree on an idea for the festival. Where does Mrs. Sato go? What does she fetch? Yeah, she fetches a bundle of sticks. What does Yuki do? He gets the stick and he breaks it in half. And he looks very pleased with himself, right? Then, what does Mrs. Sato do? She asks them to see if they can break a bundle of sticks. Can they break a bundle of sticks? No, it's too hard for them. And what does she tell them? She says, you are like a community. You must work together. Alone, you are like one stick, easily broken. Together, you are like the bundle of sticks. You can't be broken. You have to work together. So that was the lesson learned, is that you're better working together as a team. When have you ever worked with a team? In class, typically, if we didn't have COVID, you would be working in a team all the time. But our classroom is like a community. We work together and we play together. Bye, kindergarten friends.